very good afternoon to one and all. Today here I'm here to present the second problem in sequencing, which is n jobs through two machines. Okay, as you can see there are two machines. We're going to work on the second problem. Here when we are dealing with this problem, why I have taken the same problem is, if at all the process value remains the same. Can you see here 3 and 3? Both the process values are same. 4, 4 and 4. So here in the question, whenever the process value remains the same, how are you going to solve the problem? Okay students, so let's start. First, optimal sequence you need to find out. Okay, so here now when we take the next value here, the next minimum value will be 3. Again it is for machine B, so I am writing it towards my right hand side and cancelling this column. Okay, then the next value here is 4. Now if you see, there are 3 4s here, right? Now among these 3, which one you have to consider first? Still the goal with the same thing, that is first minimum is 7, then 9 and then 11. So first I take 7 because it is for machine 1. The 4 is for machine 1. I would be taking it towards my left hand side and cancelling this column. Then the next minimum is 9 because it is for machine B or 2. I can say it for D. I am cancelling this column and writing it towards my right hand side. Then the next is again machine 1, I job. I am writing towards my left hand side. Now the 4s are completed. Now you can see again 5 are repeating here. So both the values are same. Here 5 and 5, here 8 and 8. Now what I do here is, I can take either of them. Okay, so I want to take B, I'll take it as B first. I want to take H, I can take H first. So first I would like to consider B. So here I'm striking because it for machine 1, I would be writing it B towards my left hand side, and next I would be taking it as H, left hand side, and then the remaining is F, which comes here in the left column. So this is how I need to find out my optimal sequence if you have more than one process value which is same. This is how you need to calculate, students. Okay, now let me write down the optimal sequence so that I can find out the total elapsed time. It depends on person to person, students. I can even write it as A, E, I, H, B, F, D, G, E. It depends. Either of the sequence you can follow for this problem. Okay. So let's move ahead with the table, students. Let me build the table for this problem. Yeah. That is sequence of jobs. The order here is A, C, I, B, H, F, D, G and E. So this is the order which is given. Okay. Then the next column, machine 1, for machine 1 I take it input, values, process, output and idle time. Okay, similarly I would also do it for machine B. That is input, process, output and idle time. Okay, so this is for machine 1 and this is for machine. Now let's calculate. As I have told you in my previous problem, input value always remains 0. So I take it as 0. Process value of A is 2 for machine 1 because I need to consider only machine 1 here. Okay, so the output is summing up 0 plus 2 is 2. And the idle time also will be the input time. Whatever is the input time for the first job, the same will be the idle value, 0 and 0. The next, this output will become input, that is 2. Okay, students. So 2, the process value for C machine 1 is 4, that becomes 6. And the idle value 2 minus 2 will become 0. Then next, output will become the input, 6. The I for the process value machine 1 is 4, 10. Summing up it becomes 10. Idle value becomes 0, 6 minus 6. The next output will become input, that is 10. The process value for B here is machine 1 5. It becomes 15 when you sum up, and idle is 0 because 10 minus 10 is 0. Then next the output will become the input, that is 50. The process value of H is 5, so it becomes 20. Idle is 15 minus 15, again it becomes 0, students. Then the next output will become the input, that is 20. So F value here is 8, it becomes 28. Idle is 0, 20 minus 20. Then next comes is 28. So the process value for D here is 9. So 28 plus 9 will give me 37. Okay. So idle value again 28 minus 28, it becomes 0. Then again I take 28 as my input value. 37 is my input value. The process value G is 7 here. So it becomes 44. Okay, students, 44 it becomes. Idle value is again 0. Now we take it as 44. E process value is 6, so it comes to 50. Idle is 44 minus 44, it becomes 0. Okay, students, so this is how this output will become the input. This is how you need to calculate for machine 1. Now let's go for machine 2. Now when we're going for machine 2 values, as I've told you, output value of the first machine will become the input value for the second. So this is the 2 here as an input for machine 2, and the idle value will be the same what is there for the input value. Okay, so here process time. Now you need to consider machine 2 for the process time, students. Here for A, the process value is 6, so 6, so 2 plus 6 is 8, idle value again will be 2. Okay students, so this is the first value we got it. Now you need to compare with the machine 1 output and the machine 2 output and see which one is the maximum or the highest. You need to select that one as an input now. Okay, so here it is 6 and here it is 8. Machine 1 is 6, machine 2 is 8. So I take maximum as 8 here. The process value for C, okay, is for machine 2 is 7. So here it becomes 50 and idle value will be 0. Okay students, so the next again you need to consider the maximum value, that is 10 and 15. So 15 is the highest value. The process value for I, machine B, is 11. So it would be 26. Okay students, then idle value again will be 0. Then 26 and 15, which is the highest? 26 is the highest. I will be taking as an input 26, and the process value for B. Here the value for B, machine 2, is 8. So 26 plus 8 will give me 38. Okay students, sorry, 34 students, I'm sorry, 34. Then idle value will be 0. The next 34 and 20. 34 is the highest, that is process value for H, machine 2, is 8. So it becomes 42 and idle value is 0. 34 minus 34 will be 0. Now the next input is 42 and 28. So maximum is 42. I'll be taking the input value as 42 students. So 42, the process value of F is 9. So the value will be summing up when you do it, it becomes 51. So the idle again will be 0. 42 minus 42, 0. Then here it is 37, 51. 51 is the highest. Process value for B, machine 2, is 4. So when you sum up, it becomes 55. Idle is 51 minus 51, 0 students. Okay, so far I hope you are understanding the problem, students. Then the next is 44 and 55. So I would take 55. For that, the process value for the G, machine 2, is 3. So when you sum up, it becomes 58. Okay, so ideal value 55 minus 55 will again become 0. The next is 50 and 58. Which is the highest? 58 is the highest. Okay, the process value for E is 3. So 58 plus 3 will become 61. So the ideal value will become 0. 58 minus 58 will be 0. So we have calculated machine 1 and machine 2 values. Now let's find the total elapsed time. Okay students, for that I'll be taking it on the top. So total elapsed time is nothing but the output of machine 2, last output of machine 2, which is nothing but 61. So it would be 61 hours. Okay students, so total elapsed time is 61 hours. Then idle time of machine 1. How do you calculate idle time of machine 1? Is output of machine 2, last output of machine 2 minus the last output of machine 1. That is 61 minus 50. Okay, so when you sum up 61 minus 50, turning up to 11 hours students. Okay, then idle time of machine 2. Just you need to sum up these values. When you sum up, it is only 2 coming, so it is nothing but 2 hours. So we get idle time of machine 2 is 2 hours. So this is how you need to calculate the total elapsed time students. Okay, and idle time of machine 1 and 2. So the first thing you need to remember is coming up with the correct optimal sequence. Once you get the correct optimal sequence students, this process remains the same for all the problems. Okay, so here as you can see, we have found out total elapsed time is 61 hours. Machine 1 idle time, that is output of last machine 2 minus output of last machine 1, will give me idle time of machine 1. And idle time of machine 2 is nothing but summing up the idle time, which is giving me 2 hours. Okay, thank you all students. I hope you have understood the problem. We will continue with the next topic, that is n jobs through 3 machines. That will be my next problem. So meet you with the next video. Thank you all.